After the Channeling with me, Tracy. Thank you once again for tuning in to my After the Channeling videos. I have so much fun making these videos for each and every one of you, and I feel like it's such a wonderful way for us to connect on a more personal one-on-one basis and share our energy in a different way. Although sharing energy with Anya is the most amazing way, I love sharing energy with you just in a personal setting like this. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of your messages. I appreciate all of the emails, all of the questions I receive. And each time I receive questions, it really helps me learn more also. And I did want to say that to every one of you that message me questions, I try to get back to you as soon as I can. My life is a little bit busy as I'm going through some transitions, but I always try to get back to you eventually. So my apologies if it takes some time, but I'm doing the best I can. And I do always bring in Anya's energy when answering any questions about the inner earth, so you can feel confident that the message is coming and the answers are always coming directly from her. So, as my beautiful twin sister loves to say, I hope this message finds you in peace and joy today. And I thought today it would be fun to make a little bit of a message about family. Family is, of course, the most important thing in our life, the love of our beautiful family, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our grannies, our grandpas, our aunties, our uncles, and all of our extended family and direct family. And in my situation, I now have new inner earth family after these several cycles around the sun of meeting my twin sister Anya and getting to connect with her as my inner earth family and learning more and more about my connection with her. And if you would like to learn more about my connection with her, please feel free to go watch Twin Sisters Part 1, where Anya speaks about how me and her are connected. And then Twin Sisters Part 2, where I speak about how me and Anya met and are connected. It's a beautiful journey and such a beautiful magic connection, and I know it doesn't make a lot of logical sense, but it's just the way it is, and I'm so grateful for it always. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about family and the importance of family. And I understand that sometimes family can be annoying or irritating, especially when you are a light worker or a light warrior or a starseed or a chosen one or whatever it is, whatever label that you resonate with, it doesn't matter. We're all in that same beautiful vibration and that same beautiful ascension journey together. Sometimes we have family that isn't woke or awakening, and it can be really challenging. So my message to you from me personally is just to remember that we chose our family. Whenever we were on the astral, up in those interim realms, before we decided to transport ourselves through our mother's portal and arrive on this planet, we made a decision and a contract with our family. We chose our parents for a reason, knowing that they would provide us with a certain sort of experience during our childhood. And we also chose them because they provided us with our physical DNA. So even though times get hard and things can get rough and you don't understand where they're coming from sometimes, my message is to remember that love, that unconditional love in your heart, and just continue to project that out to those family members, to love them always and find them in a place of sacredness, because they truly are sacred, especially our parents that provided us with our DNA and provided us with the special DNA that has the ability to be activated, that we have this special DNA where our third eye is open and we receive messages from the universe and can connect with our inner earth family. And so that's my message truly, is to love your family. I know it can be challenging, but it's so important. And, you know, it's our connection of love for this time that we're on this planet and beyond. And we made these agreements before we came in on the planet. So try to keep that in mind on days whenever it gets rough. And with that, I wanted to share a little bit of information that I have learned, and as I am continuing to learn more and more about the inner earth in my journey with Anya. And in my last After the Channeling video, I talked about astral journeys, and I am very excited to continue to teach each and every one of you how to astral travel more frequently in your regular everyday life. It really helps keep the connection with the inner earth going, and the connection with our galactic family, and our connection with our source creator, and all of the divine intervention and messages that we can receive when we get into that beautiful space of astral traveling. So if you haven't watched my After the Channeling Astral Journey episode, then please do so. If you're interested in astral traveling, it will benefit your life in so many ways. And a lot of the information I receive about the inner earth is when I astral travel to the inner earth with Anya. And it's very easy for me to do because I've been practicing it for so many years and so many cycles around the sun now. But each time I go, I learn something new. And each time I channel, I learn something new because I'm experiencing it right along with each and every one of you. So, I'm happy to share more information as I learn it, as I learn more and more about the inner earth. And so on the subject of family, recently I made and set an intention to learn more about my Anshar family, to learn more about Anya and her direct family, which is also my direct family because we share DNA. So, in an astral journey, I received a couple of messages, and I'm excited to share them with you. They're just short little messages, but so very, very powerful. And I had gotten a request from a family member of mine, one that's close and dear to my heart, to start collecting more information about the Anshar family tree. Just like we do here above, we want to know about our ancestors and where we came from. And he had asked me, hey, why don't you start collecting information about the Anshar family tree? And I thought, yeah, let's do that. That's so great. So during multiple astral travel journeys, I have been receiving more and more information about my Anshar family, which I'm so happy to share with you. And in a different episode of After the Channeling, I believe it was called Welcome Odon, and about life changes and my transition to moving to a different location within the United States. And I introduced Odon as the next Anshar that I will be channeling. He is my older brother. He is Anya's older brother. And he is a teacher within the inner earth, as Anya is a healer. And as I've told you before, Anya works within the birthing centers of the inner earth and helps bring babies into the inner earth, which is such a beautiful job. Odon works in the spiritual schools, the inner earth schools, and helps children develop their spiritual abilities. So he's a very strong and powerful energy. He is definitely what we would call the older big brother. I don't know exactly how many cycles he's been in the inner earth, but it is well over 300. And his skin is more of a vibrant blue because he has been soaking in those inner earth rays for much longer than Anya, where her skin is a little bit of a lighter blue. He's a little bit more of a vibrant blue. And I connected with him again recently because we're very excited to start channeling together. And, you know, I told him I'm a little bit nervous. I've never channeled anyone other than Anya, and he's a powerful masculine energy. So I was just a little bit nervous. And he said, hey, I'm nervous too. This whole channeling thing is new for him also. This is his first time to channel messages up to us through a human above to the upper crust, but he is also very excited. And when the time aligns perfectly and his messages come through, it will be a different energy. It's a masculine energy, so I'm really excited about that. The toning will be a little bit different. The setting will be different than where I'm at now. And he will have more messages about energy movement and teaching us to use our energy fields in a more awesome, profound way than what we naturally do as humans existing on the upper crust. So he's a teacher. I'm so excited to learn from him as we go through this new channeling process together. And then also recently in another astral journey, I set the intention to meet more of the family because now, of course, I know Anya, my twin sister. Now I know Odon, my older brother, our older brother, and I wanted to meet more of the family. I've also had many interactions with Anya's children, which I've spoke about in other videos. Anya has 2 children. She has a daughter named Ki'i, and she calls her Kiki for short, and Ohim, and he's called Ohi for short. And I know the names might sound kind of funny. They're so awesome though, because remember the Anshar speak in tones and frequencies. So to them, it is about the sound telepathy that's coming out of the mouth, the tone and frequency that comes out that's received by the third eye and then transmitted into a telepathic message. So it's so beautiful whenever they are able to transmit a message to me about what their names are into English vocabulary based off sound frequency. So some of the names may sound a little silly, but that's just because it's based off the frequency of the sound as it comes out and them transmitting it through me, through my mind, into an English word. So anyway, I was able to connect with a couple more members of the family. I'm very excited to share. I found out that my direct Anshar family consists of 5, and the way that it was explained to me was there was 2 plus 3 is a 5. So we have star mother and father, mom and dad, and then 3 children, Tracy and Anya, the twins, and Odon, the older brother. So a family of 5, 2 plus 3 is 5. And our star mother's name is P. It's P. Her name is P-I-I-I with emphasis on the E. That is her name. That is our star mother, our Anshar mother. And then our Anshar father, star father's name is Teal. Teal. And again, it's more about that sound, Teal. And his name is spelled T-I-E-E-L-L-L, Teal, and he is our star father. So it's just so awesome learning these names and transmuting them into the English language. Is just so fantastic. So I was so happy that day in that astral journey to meet my Anshar star mother and Anshar star father, and I asked them if they could send me a little bit more information about how all of this is connected together. How is it that me and Anya are twin sisters, but I'm a human up here and she's an Anshar human below? And you know, she gave me a beautiful poem, and so I'd like to share it with you today. And I'm sure you've noticed a lot of the times whenever I'm channeling and Anya is coming through, she loves to rhyme. And so do I. I love to rhyme in my everyday life sometimes too, but it's so beautiful to me, and I feel it resonate within my energy field that it's always her because she does rhyme. She's very fascinated with our language and the way that we speak to each other up here on the upper crust. And so she takes advantage of that and connects the words together so that they rhyme. So whenever I was connecting with P, my star mother and Anshar mother, she made a little poem and said for me to share it with you. So I'm very excited to share it with you today. This comes from P, our Anshar mother. So I wrote it down because I'm always taking notes about my astral journeys. And I'll just tell you the information she sent me. So she said, we're a family of 5, 2 plus 3. P, Teal, Odon, Anya, and Tracy, star mother and father. And this is the poem that she sent me during this astral journey that I'm so happy to share with you. It's called Anya and Tracy. Anya and Tracy, 2 sisters of the same DNA, fragmented and split in an intentional way. A contract agreed upon a long time ago. One to reside above and one to live below. 2 sisters of the divine to send out our message of love and bring knowledge of how our planet works to usher in the new earth. Oh, it's so beautiful. So that came from P. That was her explanation to me when I asked about my connection with Anya. So 1 sister above, 1 sister below to share that message of love, to usher in the new earth. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to keep going forward with these messages to all of you. It is my promise and my intention of unconditional love to continue to project out my light, to live my life in a high vibrational way so that I can continue to be this conduit and channel information to you about our Anshar human, advanced human, inner earth family below. And as always, as we continue to ascend and shine light out to our beautiful Mama Gaia, and the frequency gets higher, and those polar ice caps keep melting, it is the Anshar's promise that as that frequency aligns, they will come above and meet us at the trees. So thank you once again to each and every one of you. I love you all. I cherish you all. I cherish all of your messages and comments. They mean so much to me and Anya. It keeps us going forward. It keeps us vibing high. And I hope that I am doing the same for you in this beautiful energy exchange that we all have together. I love you so much and wish you the best day ever with the most positive vibrations and frequencies. And remember to love your family in the most unconditional way because they helped get us here today. Give them all a hug and send them lots of love. And I'll see you next time. Love you.